Welcome to this module. In this module, we're going to be discussing how to transfer ownership from your primary residence or any type of real estate. It's easier than you think. A lot of people think that you have to sell your property from your personal name to your trust, when in fact you don't have to do that. You don't have to go to a title company or a lawyer in order to get this done. It's a very simple process. All you're going to do is gift the piece of real estate from your personal name to the trust. And there's $0 or at least $1 included in this gift transaction. So what is the transfer process? One, you are going to prepare a new deed. So this deed is now going to be called a quitclaim deed. But previously, when you bought this property, more than likely you bought it as a warranty deed. This new deed is going to name the trust as the new owner of the property. Then you are going to sign the deed in front of a notary, which legalizes this deed, and you are going to then record it with the county recorder's or clerk of court's office in your county where the property is located. Not where you personally live, but where the property is located. What exactly is a quitclaim deed versus a warranty deed? So a quitclaim deed is a legal document used to transfer ownership of a property from one person to another, or from one entity to another, meaning a business or a trust. It is commonly used when the transfer of property ownership does not involve a sale. So you are not selling your property basically to yourself or to the trust entity. So with this being said, this situation is actually very easy because the property is being gifted or transferred to someone familiar. The quitclaim deed makes no guarantees about the title to the property or whether there are any liens or encumbrances on the property, meaning that with a warranty deed, that deed comes specifically with a warranty saying that there is no type of liens or issues with the title and the transfer of ownership. With the quitclaim deed, it actually doesn't do that. So it doesn't give you that warranty that there's no liens or issues with the title. But you don't need a warranty deed because you already own the property. So you know per se that from the time of purchase up until now when you are deeding the property over to the trust, if there has been any liens placed on the property during your ownership, or if there's any other type of encumbrances on the deed. So that's why a warranty deed is not needed during this process, because you are not selling the property to a stranger. It's staying within the family, which means that the person transferring ownership of the property now becomes the grantor of this situation, and they are simply giving up any type of claim or interest that they may have in the property without making any promises or warranties about the condition of the property's title. So like I said, you're keeping it in the family. You don't have to promise yourself that the property's title is in good condition because you are already aware of that. So all you're simply doing with the quitclaim deed is actually giving up your beneficial interest or claim against this property. So this is an important process, and it is very important for you to note that a quitclaim deed does not remove any outstanding debts or obligations of the property. So if you have a mortgage, you can most certainly quitclaim deed from your personal name into your trust, but the mortgage is going to stay intact. And in this situation, normally if you change the title, it will actually trigger a due on call sale. But because this is actually not a transfer per se to another human person, but to an entity, this process of you actually doing the quit claim deed will not trigger this. And if it does, then all you have to do is just let them know that you are the trustee of the trust. So you can very well change the ownership with keeping your mortgage intact and actually having that lien holder on there actively. The house does not need to be paid off, or the property or land. So what are the steps involved with a quit claim deed? So one, you have to actually obtain a blank quit claim deed. Then you have to provide the necessary information on the form. So they're going to ask you who is the grantor and who is the grantee. They're going to ask you for the legal description, which is very different from the address of the property. They're going to ask you for the name and what is the gift amount, if there is a certain amount on there. And then there's some legal jargon as well included in the quit claim deed. And so once you have filled out all this information, you have to carefully double check the quit claim deed form and its accuracy. It's very important that everything on this form is 100% accurate, because you are going to be recording it and you don't want to record something that has errors. After that, you are going to ensure that all parties involved sign the documents in the presence of a notary. This quit claim deed does need to be notarized, especially from you. And then once it's notarized, the trustee of the trust is going to file the quit claim deed with either the clerk of courts or the county recorder's office, depending on your county. And after that, you are going to verify on the public records that the trust is the new owner of the property. So now let's review what a quit claim deed looks like. Here's an example of a quit claim deed. This is a quit claim deed for North Carolina, and all states are different. So let's review this state and county. So on the top, you see it says prepared by. So that is where the owner's information is going to go. So this quit claim deed is going to be prepared by the owner or the grantor. So you're going to put your name, your address, your state, and your zip code. After recording, return to is going to be the trust information. You're going to put the trust name, the address of the trust, the state and zip code of that address. So where is the property located is where you need to put the quit claim deed information. So the state of the property, so in this example, we're using North Carolina, is where the state of the property is located, and the county. So right now we're going to use Mecklenburg County. Now we're going to move down to the paragraph where it says, know all men by these presents that for and in consideration of the sum of, and then you're going to put a dollar amount. So because you are gifting the property to the trust, typically we just put $1. In hand paid to, and then you're going to put your name. Residing at, you're going to put your county, your city, your state. So pretty much the address of the grantor. So hereinafter known as the grantor. So the grantor is the person who is going to be gifting the property to the grantee. So that is you. Does hereby quit claim to. So it means that your name and address and you as the grantor are going to be quit claiming this property to, and then you're going to put the trust name, residing at, you're going to put the trust information as far as the address, city, state, and zip code. hereinafter known as the grantee, all the rights, title, interest, and claim in or to the following described real estate situated in the county of Mecklenburg, North Carolina, to wit, and then you're going to put the legal description. So the legal description is very much different from the